Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And there it is. Check it out. Isn't it cute? And we're going to do the inside in the envelope. Join me in the craft room and I'll show you how. Last week I drew magnolia blooms and calypso coral. So there's my ink. I'm going to be using this stamp and the thank you stamp. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 2.5 by 4. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of Calypso Coral that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. My card base is Calypso Coral and it is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I am using the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper, specifically the polka dot, and this piece is 4 by 4 because I'm going to be cutting it down. I have my envelope, and I've got some of the Happiness Blooms enamel dots because they're in Calypso Coral. I have a blender pen too because I might use it. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to do my stamping. So I'm going to take my thank you and I'm going to stamp it in the upper corner. Then I'm going to take my flower, ink it up, and I got a couple of air bubbles, so I'm trying to get those out. And I'm going to stamp it down in the opposite corner, like so. And let's see. I'm going to set that aside to dry a little bit. My stamp pad's kind of juicy. All right. Now I'm going to take my Designer Series paper and a trimmer, and I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm taking one of the corners and putting it in the cutting channel, the opposite corner in the cutting channel, and I'm going to put my cutting blade down in the middle. That way I'm not mashing my ends when I cut this. So that's a hint for you. Now I'm going to take my paper, and this is going to go on just like this. So I'm going to take and add my glue to the back. And the glue is great because it gives you a chance to move it around and get it straight before it sets. There we go. All right. So there's that. Now, you know, I don't think I'm going to use the blender pen on this. I think there's enough color, but what I am going to use is my Wink of Stella to give it some sparkle. I'm not going to do the leaves. And I just refilled this with some alcohol. So it's pretty juicy, getting the last of it out of there. There's not much left in it, but there is enough to do 1 or 2 more cards. All right. And it kind of bleeds it a little, not a whole lot. And now, this piece is going to go on at an angle, and then this piece goes on straight. So, I'm going to put this piece on, then I'm going to put my card together because that I'm going to put up on dimensionals, and I'm just kind of making sure it doesn't go over the edges. Let me get my card base in. And then this is going to go on my card base, and I'm going to use some more glue. And then this goes on like so. Okay, give it a few minutes to set. And I'm going to pull out some dimensionals. Weigh this, make sure it's good and dry. I'm going to add quite a few dimensionals, which means I'm going to have to go back to my other table and get some more. Okay. I made a shaker card for my daughter, so I used the ends. I cut off the long strips on the ends. Now I got to take my backs off. Oh, I want to try this. I wanted to show this to you. Another demo does this, and I tried it, and I was surprised. But you push down and pierce the backing, and then just pick it up. It puts a little hole in the dimensional, but it doesn't affect it. And then every once in a while you get too many on there, so you have to take them off. And I'm not as adept at it as she is, but I thought, you know what? It does save your fingers. And if you've got one you can't get, it's easy to do. All right. And then this goes on like centered, like so. And now it's time for our bling. So I'm going to pull out these, and I'm going to add some of these. I think I am. Okay, that's right. These are the ones you have to bend to pick up. All right. So bend your card and then slide it off. And I'm gonna add a few more, only because I think it needs it. There's one there and one more. Remember, work in odd numbers. There it is. And of course, we did the inside and the envelope. Let's see what we're going to do next week. All right, I'm not looking, I promise. All right, I got two, I know. Okay, sailing home. All right, let's see what color we're gonna do it in. And Sahara Sand. If you liked my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I also have a Facebook group where I do a Facebook Live on Thursday evenings. Head over to Facebook and look for Creations in Paper and join us. We had some fun with acetate and tissue paper and glitter last week. Going to play with another idea for a card this week. If you do not have an online demonstrator, I would love to be your person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. I hope you will join me next week when I do Sailing Home in Sahara Sand. Have a great day.